So I guess for me, the reason why I like Star Wars so much is when I first really paid attention to them at 11 years old, it kind of captured my imagination. It was a lot of things. It was like a story about space, but there was action and adventure and comedy, and there's characters you could really kind of sink your teeth into or find some relatability with it. And I think that's kind of endured over time as I've gotten older. It's a movie I can keep going back to time and time again and find new things that are funny. Just watching it recently, I noticed a couple things that were funny to me now at 30 than that weren't funny to me at like 12 or 13. And I think the reason why I'm so excited for this new movie that's coming out on Thursday is that the fact that these old characters are kind of coming back and that's super exciting is to kind of get that feeling again, or that sense of wonder that kind of came from watching the movies the first time. And to be this age and to have that kind of excitement is a rare thing for a lot of people. I think another part is too the sense of community that builds around it, especially with like these two. We're both really big fans, and I get to be there with people I care about that care about it just as much as I do. And I think that's almost as much of it as it was seeing the movie and having this experience and to be wowed for the first time in a long time, especially when there's movies out all the time that don't really do that anymore.
That powerful feeling just connects everybody together in a theater like that. It just connects everyone, no matter where they're from or what they're doing, and you have this sense of just like utter joy and excitement and clapping and crying and laughing all together. And it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's unambiguously a story of light versus dark, which is harder to find nowadays. But there's a reason that it endures the way it does, and it's because it's very timeless in that fashion. And that there's the good guys and there's the bad guys, and it's not exactly that clear cut, but there's wow, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at this.
Well, like you said, Brendan, there's a lot of relatability with each of the characters. Each of us can relate to them in some form or fashion. I mean, we can even relate to Vader on a bunch of different levels, and he's, not a nice guy. So, yeah.
What are you guys hoping to see in this movie on Thursday when it comes out?
Han Solo.
Yeah.
So much Han Solo. Just please.
I like not knowing what to expect, since they've really done a good job at keeping this movie under wraps and not showing us much of anything. The combined footage we've seen is about 5 minutes of the first part of the movie. The fact they haven't shown anything of Luke Skywalker, who was the protagonist of the last movie, and is not in this one. Mm-hmm. So I think the thing is that there's mystery surrounding that, and the thing is that there's something to go in to think, you have your speculations about, but to not know, because you can find everything you want on the internet these days, but to have something that's this secretive 3 days out from the movie, or however many days there are left, it's a pretty special thing. And that's with trailers that are out now for movies, you can pretty much figure out what happens by watching those. They just kind of cliff notes the whole thing.
And they're passing the torch now. I mean, it's like these three characters, these main characters you grew up with, loving and caring about, and now they're kind of just passing the torch on to these newer, younger characters that are going to resonate with many generations after this. And so it's just kind of really cool to see them bring that together and move on with it.
One of the really cool things about the original Star Wars movies is the sense of potential that there is there. There's so much story that's built in that you don't know about, that you kind of just take as read. And I think that's sort of the enduring magic of it, is there's so much that could happen outside of the movies, and that's kind of like that continuation, the continuing expansion of that is why I'm really, really excited to be at the movie theater on Thursday, because it's more adventures in this universe that I really, really love being in.